hey crappie attitude. Hey Ben, I got some special guests with me tonight. So if you would introduce yourself, and then we'll talk about what we're doing.
I'm Bobby. This is Cody. We're with an organization called Operation Freedom Outdoors. Basically, what we do is take veterans and first responders on hunting and fishing trips in the state of Oklahoma. Well, not really just in the state, all around. We're a 100% nonprofit organization. Every hunt, every fishing trip that we do is at no cost to the veteran. We don't have paid board members. You know, we take our time because we love hunting and fishing, and we found that we love taking these veterans out too. It's an excellent means of therapy. Everybody knows that we find therapy in the outdoors. That's just in our blood. That's who we are. But when these veterans become part of the organization and go on one of these trips, see, that's kind of how we sucker them in, because we love hunting and fishing, and once they go on a hunting and fishing trip with us, or once they go to a deer camp or a bear camp or a fish camp or go on a fishing trip, they become part of a family that they didn't even know existed. And that's what it's all about for us. It's about the camaraderie and the fellowship that we gain. And you can see on my sweater right here, it says 22 a day, Veteran Lives Matter, and that's talking about the 22 suicides committed by military veterans every single day in the United States. We've got to do something to drop that number, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. When veterans become part of this organization, when they become part of this family, and realize the fellowship and the camaraderie and the brotherhood that's there, it's dropping this number. I've watched it. I've been part of this organization for about 6-8 months now, and I've literally watched it save 2 different lives on 2 different occasions.
With Operation Freedom Outdoors, we have the hunting and fishing side, but we just now started a thread on Messenger for any veteran that is looking for help, somebody to talk to, no judgment, and first responders as that goes. And so, Keaton's going to be our chaplain, and we're going to have him on there. He's monitoring it. If we have something that he needs to deal with, we'll be able to get a hold of the chaplain that the individual will be able to get a hold of.
Keaton, I know you're involved with the program. Tell me a little bit more about all of this that y'all are doing together.
Ministry of the Outdoors, guys, is about me getting outside of the church doors, getting into doing something that we all love, which is fishing and hunting, and getting out there and spreading the Word of God first and foremost, but showing people that there's a love out there that is beyond us, and that's God's love. And I want to love people, and I want to show these veterans that I love them, and that I can help them, and that there's a way out rather than suicide. And I want to take Ministry of the Outdoors to reach out to more people. So I'm not a vet. My dad is a vet, and basically anybody on his side is a veteran. And I've become really good friends with them. And as the Minister of the Outdoors, I wanted to reach outside of my church. And I want to be able to reach more people and save more lives. And getting involved with these guys, and we're hoping there's some things coming on that we can't mention yet between all of us, but it's coming on, and I think it's going to happen. I live in a free country, and it's because of these guys right here. It's because of the men and women who fought and shed their blood that I can stand behind a pulpit and preach.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I like the fact that you're including first responders. I'm a retired paramedic.
Okay.
And was diagnosed with PTSD about a year ago, but it didn't surface. Now, I've been out of the business probably 20 years.
Right.
But there was a lot of circumstance going on all at one time, and it surfaced.
Oh, you ain't lying. It's been over a decade for me.
So, and it's one of those things. I think it's going to be a great opportunity, and I'm happy to doing it.
When people separate from the military or law enforcement or a first responder type environment, and they go and we'll call it the civilian world, when they separate from that or discharge from the military or get out, retire from their job as a paramedic or in law enforcement, you lose something that was a huge part of your identity, and you just feel lost, man. Like, you lose that brotherhood, you lose the camaraderie that you had with the people that you worked with, you lose a part of your identity and a lot of your sense of purpose. And man, that's one of the worst feelings I've ever had in my life.
I agree with you. Yeah, it takes that little bit of time, because you don't have the people you can talk to about the things you're accustomed to.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I think that's what this world that we're in, this crappie world, I'm relatively new in it. And I will tell you, it doesn't take long to get a lot of friends around you.
But when you lose that brotherhood, it's so easy to travel down the wrong road of alcoholism, drugs, just barricading yourself in the house.
Isolation is a big thing. Yeah.
It's a huge thing, and the mind is a powerful thing, but it could also work in a negative effect.
That's why it's so important to like Operation Freedom Outdoors, Minister of the Outdoors, the crappie community as a whole. This outlaw family has blown me away tonight. Like, I mean, just
The love.
falling into something like that post separation or discharge or when you retire from your like that's huge in recovery and helping your mental state. So
One of the other questions I have, you talked about a thread just a second ago. Let's talk about that. How if I need to talk to somebody, how do I make that happen?
what you would do is go to on Facebook and search for Operation Freedom Outdoors.
Okay.
Anyone on Facebook can message Operation Freedom Outdoors. Okay, we'll get that through Facebook Messenger. And once we get that through Facebook Messenger and we recognize what the message dialogue is, hey, I know somebody that's struggling, they really need to be added to this group. Then we'll get a hold of you, we'll find out the person's name, we'll add them to the group, and we'll go from there.
This page is monitored probably 24/7.
Right.
We all work different shifts, different things. That's the beauty of such a large family, that we're all living our different lives, but there's always somebody, and we'll tackle this together as a family.
I think this is a great organization. If you're in the North Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, because we're any of the states around us, and really nationwide. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference where you're from. Give them a shout. We'll put all their information in the thread for you. That way you know how to get in touch with them. And
If a veteran or a first responder is not in the state and is needing some help, we'll pound the pavement to find the help that they need.
there you go. You guys, I
I
appreciate
appreciate you. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you can reach me at Minister of the Outdoors on Facebook, TikTok. Also, you can email ministeroftheoutdoors@gmail.com as well.
And you can reach us on Facebook as well, Operation Freedom Outdoors.
There you go. There you have it, gang. Y'all be safe for now. See, we got all of our videos like this. Fish out.
Fish out.
There you go.